Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie, and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And you guys, I have another little quickie video about what's going on in Venezuela. If you have not heard, Trump has declared on his silly little Truth Social that the airspace above Venezuela is now closed. And the Venezuelan government has responded and said that this is a colonialist threat, and they condemn the actions of the president. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. Okay, you guys, this is a quickie, so we're going to jump right in. So I want to look at this entire situation. What is the energy? What is going to happen? Let's see what is going to happen. What is going to happen with this threat that Donald Trump has made about closing the airspace and how the Venezuelans are going to respond. This is an act of severe aggression on the part of the president. This right here, this is an act of war. This is 25th Amendment time. Well, I mean, you guys, it's been 25th Amendment time. Okay, so Six of Cups reverse, you guys, this is the MAGA card. We get this all of the time. This is the card that talks about, it's the Make America Great Again. It's thinking, oh, the past was so great. It was the golden era. But really, it was the golden era for white men with money. It's always been the golden era for white men with money. That is what they're talking about. So this is MAGA energy. This is Trump. Okay, so the challenge that he's facing is the Three of Swords. So traditionally, the Three of Swords means heartbreak or grief. So a lot of people know this card like that. But another way of interpreting this card is to look at it. The swords are always going to be our thoughts, our logical thoughts, our rational thoughts. Then we have this huge heart, right? This is referring to emotions. So this card can also talk about needing to use your logical, rational thoughts and reason over your emotions. But the struggle that Trump is facing is that he is operating from a place of emotion only. So that is his challenge, is that he's looking at things only from emotional places. This whole Venezuela thing is ridiculous. The energy he's coming from is the Star card. The Star card has been our card of, it's often represented in these political readings, the Statue of Liberty, which would be New York. So this is Trump's energy. I feel like this is spirit just like tying in that. This could also be referring to Lady Liberty. The Star card, the woman in here is the goddess Isis. And it's very interesting because if you look at a lot of symbolism within the United States, there is a lot of Egyptian things. We see the pyramids, the all-seeing eye, all of that comes from Egyptian mythology. So the goddess Isis can also represent that hidden undercurrent in Washington, D.C. Okay. Now the energy of where this situation is going is the Ace of Wands reversed. This is wielding a big stick. This is using big words, but this is not going to end well. This is operating from a place of fire energy, anger. The overall destiny or theme of this situation is this is taking a risk. This is a huge risk that Trump is taking. And, we've been saying his downfall is coming. And I'm wondering if this invasion into Venezuela is going to be something that really helps to tip the scales with the diehard MAGAs that are America first. We'll have to wait and see. The underlying issue, or what we don't see coming in the situation, is the King of Rods or the King of Wands. This is an authoritarian. This is someone who, so this could be Trump's energy, but I don't think it is. I think that this is the energy of either the leader of Venezuela. I feel like this is the leader of Venezuela. I think what Trump doesn't see coming is their resolve, their willingness to stand up to this tyranny, whether they win or lose, and it depends on how far this thing goes. They are going to stand strong. This is noble energy. So while it is kind of, I don't know who the leader is of Venezuela, but I know that they're trying to do a government change and they're trying to bring in this other guy who's not great, but the current leader, I don't know if he's kind of an authoritarian figure. So I'm not saying he's a great guy, but because I don't know anything about him, but I just see this energy of like, you didn't know what you got yourself into. The energy of this situation is the Empress. This is divine feminine. This is giving birth to something. I just feel like this situation is going to be the catalyst for something else. So whether this is like the catalyst for 25th Amendment or the catalyst for something else, there's something something is going to be born from this situation. And perhaps that thing is getting Trump out of office. Now, it could be something entirely different, but there is something that is going to come out of the situation. The environment is the Page of Swords reversed. The Page of Swords reversed is being very manipulative. So Trump is very much trying to manipulate the situation into looking like something that it is not. The hopes or fears, Queen of Pentacles. This is money. This is money moves for Trump. He's doing this because there is a way for him to benefit financially. So that is his hope. His hope is that he can do whatever he has been asked to do, and then he gets money. He's just so transactional. Final outcome for this situation. This is going to be bumpy waters, and this is going to be a delay. This could take some time. This might not be a very quick thing that happens. It's going to be choppy waters for some time. Now, I want to look at the Forecaster Oracle and I want to look at the Governance Oracle just to see what other information Spirit has for us in regards to the situation that's happening with Venezuela. If you're ever curious to know what cards I'm using, if you go to my website, which is just bobbiereads.com, there is a page that has all of my different decks that I use. And if you click on the deck, it will give you the deck information. If you're on there and you don't see a deck, I have every single deck up there. I promise you. If it's a newer deck, it's at the bottom of the list. I put the newer ones at the bottom. Okay. Also, just to let you know, on my website, I have a portal, a secure portal for you to book your own private reading with me. I do not have very many spots open between now and the end of the year. So if you're wanting a 2026 reading, I would definitely recommend that you get that booked as soon as possible so you don't miss out. Okay, you guys, let's see what Spirit has for us. We're going to start with this Governance Oracle, okay? So Spirit, what else can you tell us about this situation in Venezuela? We have disappointing results. Disappointing results. This situation is not sustainable. There's a trusted advisor. I would feel like this is probably Stephen Miller in someone's ear saying, no, we can do this. This is going to be good. But this is not a sustainable endeavor. And I feel like there's going to be disappointing results specifically from the United States. Okay. And I'm almost wondering if we're going to start to see some soldiers now disobeying illegal orders. We have fraudulent conduct that, yes, this is saying this is fraudulent. This is maybe not fraudulent, but this is unlawful. I'm not going to do it. This conduct, I'm not going to do it. I think we're going to start to see some military personnel refuse some of these orders that are happening. Because I think Trump might do something like order something in retaliation to the response of the leader of Venezuela. Okay, we have social control. So this story is going to get very spun weird by the Republicans to try to justify it. But also the social media, this is how Trump declares policy. You know, this is how he communicates with people. It is the weirdest thing that his Truth Social posts are how he governs. Like, what is that? We have under review, scrutiny. People are looking at what he's doing and they're like, okay, this is bonkers. And this is going to be those soldiers, again, reviewing things. Is this a legal order or is this an illegal order? What are we going to do? What else do we have, Spirit, for the situation in Venezuela? We have reality override, perception, deception. This is Trump's energy again. He's operating from this place of a declining, cognitive whatever. And he's very quickly losing touch with reality, what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. This is like his perception is so influenced by his cognitive decline. He's not seeing things as they really are. He's unable at this point. Oops. And then we had another card fly out, and this is cyber attack, data breach. I wonder if he's going to order some kind of a cyber attack on Venezuela. I can't imagine that Venezuela would order one back on the United States. I don't think that they have the, well, I mean, maybe, but I don't think they have the technical, you know, well, maybe they do. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But this is very interesting energy. I think we're going to kind of have to sit back and wait and see what happens, because this wasn't the most descriptive reading ever. But, you know, when we're looking at things, we're looking at the energy as it exists right in this moment. And people can change their minds. And if someone changes their mind, it will change the entire outcome. And what might be happening right now is the people who are making decisions either don't have a decision made yet, or they're kind of vacillating between two things. And that's perhaps why Spirit wasn't as, excuse me, informative in this reading as normal. So very interesting. What are your guys' thoughts on the situation in Venezuela and what Trump is up to? And how do you think that it's going to turn out? Let me know in the comment section down below, you guys. If you're still with me and you like these quickie little readings, leave a thumbs up on this video. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out my channel more than you could ever know. And finally, I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.